Hey guys, I'm back. It feels good to be back, although it's only been a week. So last week we made the homemade dumplings and they were so good. I highly recommend. Please follow the recipe. If you guys need any help, let me know. Always got you. But this time, I'm so excited for this. I'm gonna be recreating a Wendy's order. So I'm gonna be doing a Baconator, I'm gonna be doing the spicy chicken nuggets, and then I'm also gonna be making the Frosty and the sea salt fries. I'm so excited. My house is drooling. I'm so excited. I'm done talking. Let's get this going. Alrighty guys, we're gonna jump into making our fries. Make sure your fries are all the same size, if not around the same size. That way, you know, they can cook evenly. And then once you're done, you're gonna place them in a bowl of cold water and you're gonna rinse off the starch. And then in the meantime, make sure you have a pot of boiling water because we're gonna boil them for about 3 minutes. And what that does is it'll ensure that you have a soft interior and a crunchy exterior once frying. Do not exceed over a tablespoon of vinegar because it's gonna give your fries a weird texture and you don't want that at all. And then once you're done boiling them, you're going to place them on a sheet rack. Make sure they're completely dry before par frying them. So you're going to par fry them for about 3 minutes. And then once you're done, place them on a sheet rack, let them dry, place them in a Ziploc bag and freeze them. And there you go, you have fries. All right, let's get started on the bun. So I temped out my milk at 104 degrees, added my yeast, added my sugar, let it bloom. And in the meantime, while it's blooming, we're going to get our roux together. I forgot what the terminology of this roux is called. It's a Japanese term. But after I was done with that, I placed it into a bowl and let it come to room temperature. And then I got my flour. I think it was about 2.5 cups of flour. I added my yeasty water, my eggs, I added some sugar as well. And please don't forget to add butter because I definitely did. And then so we're going to get everything mixed up until everything comes together. And we're going to knead it for a couple minutes. I actually only kneaded mine for about 2 minutes because I actually wanted to have it develop on its own. And then I placed it into an oil bowl and let it double in size for an hour. And then once it's done doubling in size, you're going to divide your dough into how many buns you want. I only did 2 because I live alone. So I'm just going to save the rest for another recipe. And then I measured it out to 3.5 ounces. And then once you're done measuring, you're going to take all of the corners and then you're going to roll until it becomes a smooth dough ball. And then once you're done rolling, you're going to place it onto a parchment paper, lightly oiled. And then you're going to let it proof for about an hour. And then make sure you put a little bit of oil on the surface, that way it doesn't stick. And then after it's done proofing for about an hour, or at least double in size, you're going to brush it with an egg wash. That way you can have a brown surface. And then you're going to place it in the oven until golden brown, and then you're welcome to brush with butter afterwards. And you guys didn't see this, but I actually broke down an entire chicken, and I just used the breast. That way you see. That's why you see skin on there. And then I just added my seasonings, and like I said, I would definitely have all of this linked in the description below. These chicken nuggets are really good, by the way. And then so I blended up the meat, that way I can have ground chicken. I don't have a grinder, so I just use my Ninja. It works pretty much the same. And then once I was done, I began to shape the nuggets. And so shaping them was really easy. Just make sure your hands are wet a little bit because I have a little bit of water on the side. That way the meat doesn't stick. And then once you're done, you're going to freeze them. Alright, now we're going to get started on the ranch. This ranch was so good. I'm going to leave the base for the ingredients in the description below. This is definitely one of those things where you have to add as much as you want because you have to decide what you want and what you don't want. You know, I don't want to, you know, give you my own recipe and then you don't like it, you know. And then, yeah, just let it rest for about 30 minutes. But I highly recommend making your own ranch. It's so good. And then here's the ingredients for the barbecue sauce. This barbecue sauce was fire. Oh my goodness. It was so good. And like I said, I will have the directions and the ingredients in the link below. And then once you're done, just make sure you let it rest for about 30 minutes as well before eating. It was so good. Alright, so now we're gonna do our frosty. So I had 2 cups of chocolate milk. 2 cups of chocolate milk. Well, 2 cups of milk, then I added 2 tablespoons of chocolate syrup, and then I froze it. And then once I was done freezing it, I added it to the blender. I added sweetened and condensed milk. I added a couple tablespoons of chocolate syrup. I also added a couple tablespoons of Cool Whip as well. And I think I added about a tablespoon of regular milk. And it was spot on. I highly recommend this. It is so good. And the consistency of it all was literally the same as Wendy's. Oh, and then I placed it in the freezer until I was ready to eat it. It didn't freeze over. So this is the dredge for my chicken nuggets. It's half flour, half panko crumbs, or Japanese breadcrumbs, and then seasonings as well. I will have it all linked in the description below. And then also, same for the batter. It was about a cup of flour and a cup of cold water, along with the seasonings that I placed in the dry mixture as well. So we're gonna dunk the nuggets into the wet batter, and you want to make sure you get most of the batter off. Place it into the dry, and then that's it. You just have to do one coating, and then let it rest for about 10 minutes. That way, everything can stick to the nuggets. And then I temp down my grease at 360, and then I let them fry for about 10 minutes. Depending on the size that you have, it may take less or a longer time, who knows. And then I just place them on a wire rack, and then I put them in the oven on 170. That way, you know, they can stay warm. And shaping these burgers was a crime. It was so problematic. It was ridiculous. And I also grinded this meat as well. I just wasn't able to show you because I just forgot to record. And then once you're done shaping them, you're going to place them in the fridge. And then once you're ready, you're going to heavily salt them. Well, heavily salt and pepper them. And you're going to place them on a cast iron skillet. I'm pretty heavy-handed, so I didn't see that I turned the stove up way too high, because I was wondering why it was so smoky. I'm like, why is it so damn smoky in here? But I was like, oh, the temperature is too high. And you know, cast iron skillets, they get extremely hot. And so I added my cheddar cheese, let it melt, and then I started assembling everything. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. I know this video was so long, but I would have all the directions and all the ingredients in the description below. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and have a good day or a good night or wherever you are in the world. I'm so excited about this. You guys have no idea. Let's just dive right on into this. Ooh. That frosty is so spot on. All right. I'm really excited about these nuggets. Trying this barbecue sauce. It looks literally the same. Guys, listen, if you don't do anything else, please I can't even talk. Please try these nuggets. Try with the ranch. This is really good. Alright, here's the bacon eater, homemade bun. Oh my lord, I don't even know where to start. I'm struggling. Sorry. Wow. This was so good. What I did with the meat was, I got 2 ribeye steaks. And I basically blended it up. I grinded the meat basically. And then this bacon too. I've never had the Baconator, but I'm sure this is way better. This Frosty though, spot on. I should not be drinking this. When it comes to milk, very lactose intolerant, like extremely, but oh yep, it's tradition. You got to do the fries with the Frosty. No, this is amazing. And the chicken nuggets are really spicy. Really, really spicy. I put habanero powder in here too. And woo! How crunchy it is. That is ridiculous. And the milk bread came out really delicious too. It's really soft. The only thing I was really bummed out about is the meat. Like, it's still juicy and everything, but whenever I cook burgers, I always have a hard time with burger shrinkage. I never can keep it at its original shape. It always shrinks. So maybe I'm cooking it at too high of a temperature, or I don't know, but that's something I definitely need to research because that kind of bugged me a little bit. But it still came out pretty good though. I'm not gonna eat all of this obviously, but I'm gonna have more of these nuggets. There's probably still smoky in here from when I was making the burgers. And you guys, I was literally cooking since 10 o'clock this morning, and it's 6 o'clock now. So yeah, needless to say, it's been quite a day today. But yeah, I gotta get this video edited. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time.